you about today is fulfilling your dreams, fulfilling your passion and your purpose. So I'm curious, how many people in the audience today can say that you have dreams? How many have dreams? Okay, so how many of you would honestly say you're fulfilling those dreams today? So about a third of you raised your hand the second time. So what that says to me is there's something holding you back. You know, we talked about fear of public speaking, we heard about fear of finances, and I say many of us suffer from fear of truly reaching a certain platform, a certain plateau in our lives with our dreams. Fear blocks us. So what I want to encourage us to do today is to think about, how can I conquer that fear? And this little formula I'm going to give you is one that has worked for me, and I'm going to give you an example. I think boldness and bravery is the key for you reaching your prosperity. Boldness and braveness will help you reach your prosperity. So, prosperity, that's different for each and every one of us. And when I talk about prosperity, I'm really not necessarily talking about money. Because what we know from a lot of studies, money does not necessarily make someone happy. Okay? A lot of people think, oh, if I just had enough money for this or had enough money for that, and then the research shows that many people, once they get the money, or they get the item, or they buy the stuff, they're still not happy. Right? Anybody know anybody like that? Yeah. So, defining what prosperity means to you is important. And I'm going to use my story as an example. So, I have a broadcasting background. I was in broadcasting for 16 years, a little over 16 years. And I started off male-dominated, no other women anywhere to be seen, just me. Came up through operations and sales, marketing, and then went into strategy. But from the time I was a brownie, any Girl Scouts here in the room? Yay to my fellow Girl Scouts. From the time I was a brownie, I knew that my passion and what brought me great joy was my ability to help other people and to serve other people. So here I am, I get the degree, I get this job, I'm making good money, but I'm not really happy. And it dawns on me one day, even though I'm doing my volunteer work and I'm serving, it dawned on me that I wasn't really doing what I think I was put on this earth to do. Now I made a whole lot of money for ABC, NBC, CBS. I worked for all the networks but Fox. Made them a lot of money. Okay? I don't know how that happened, I just never did. But at the end of the day, what brought me joy and happiness was my volunteerism, my service. So I knew that eventually that's what I wanted to do. I knew that I wanted to have an intersection of my purpose and my passion with my career. But I'm going to tell you, I had no idea how that was going to happen. I had no clue. But that was my dream. And I refused to give up on that dream. So after 16 years in broadcasting, I woke up one day and decided I wasn't having fun anymore. It just wasn't fun anymore. So I walked away. I started doing consulting work. And what I found, even though I consulted for Fortune 500 and Fortune 100 companies, what I found was I felt fulfilled as I worked with small entrepreneurs and foundations that had only been around for a few years or were just getting going. Philanthropy, that's where my heart was. So, when I had an opportunity to segue into a position, I was asked, I thought it was going to be a consulting job, to be honest with you, but they had a lot of problems, and it was the public broadcasting affiliate in Dallas, Texas, which is where I live, and they asked me, look, can you come on full time? Because we just don't think that you can help us as a consultant, and I did, and that's how I got back in the game. Did that for 3 years, and ended up here in Atlanta with Georgia Public Broadcasting. And somehow, from a relationship, I ended up at United Way. And I'd only been there a year, and I was truly, truly happy. Having fun, making a difference, and impacting lives, doing what I really want to do. And then I get a phone call from a headhunter that says, I've got this amazing opportunity for you to work with youth directly day in and day out. And I thought, wow, I get to work with youth day in and day out. This is what I'm all about. And so it dawned on me at United Way that somehow I had landed where I had dreamed about being all along. Isn't it funny how that happens? I didn't have a clear-cut strategy. I'm just going to be very honest with you. There was no strategy. But it was a dream that I refused to let go of. And I think dreams gain power when you tell other people what it is you want to do. You know, at Ushers New Look, we say, you can't be a singer who never sings, a poet who never recites. Okay? You have to do what it is you were put on this earth to do. So I told people what I wanted to do, and eventually it happened. But I'm going to tell you, as you're pursuing your dreams, know that you will make sacrifices. And on the sheet it says, what are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to give up? How much do you really want that dream? Because if it's really important to you, you'll make the sacrifices. I'm going to share one with you. I have 3 children. They're all grown. 2 are out of college, 1 more to go. She's close. She's a senior. But when my children were little, I was a national sales manager, and my territory was the entire United States of America. I traveled 16 to 20 days a month. My twins were 8 weeks old when I went back on the road. I had a full-time nanny and my parents. So I'm traveling, I'm climbing the corporate ladder, I'm providing for my children. Oh, by the way, I was a single mom. Unfortunately, I got divorced when my twins were not quite 2. So I'm traveling all over the United States, never taking vacation. I mean, I would go years without vacation. I don't recommend that, by the way. So one day, I took a day off, and I was home. My daughter was 2 years old. You know how little kids like to answer the phone, and back in the day, you had the little, wasn't necessarily a receiver phone, but it was a portable phone. And my daughter, someone calls, my daughter picks up the phone, and she says, hello. No, my mommy not here. My mommy in New York. But I was sitting right there on the sofa next to her. And so this was a monumental changing point in my life, because I'm thinking, if I'm sitting here on the sofa right next to my daughter, and she just answered the phone and said, no, my mommy not here, she's in New York, then who am I? Who am I? Am I just some lady that drops in every now and then and plays with her and kisses her goodnight? It was a monumental shifting point for me, because that sacrifice I was no longer willing to make. So I went to my boss and said, I gotta get off the road, I can't do this anymore. I was fortunate enough to make the move, stay in the management, and get off the road so I could be at the first, be at school, see them do things. But in those 2 years, I missed some monumental moments with my children. Like, I didn't see my daughter feed herself for the first time. I didn't see my son when he pulled up and walked for the first time. I can never get that back. So I'm sharing the story with you because there are sacrifices that you will have to make to fulfill your dreams. You decide how much you're willing to pay. What does it mean for you? Now, the trip I took in April, a little bit different situation. What I did was I started saving my money about 3 years before the trip. No shopping, ladies. I stopped shopping. Some of the folks I work with will tell you, I became a clothes minimalist. What that means is I have 5 dresses, 3 slacks, 5 blazers, and a few tops. So they see me in the same stuff all the time. Do you not? Come on, tell the truth. And the money that I would have spent on clothes and getting my hair and nails done, I saved it, and that's how I went to Thailand. That's how I was able to fulfill my dream. And those were some sacrifices I was willing to make. I will never sacrifice me giving up my time, my talent, and my treasure to helping other people, because that's who I am and that's what I do. So I'm going to close with this. The world really is your oyster. It really, truly is. You know, the global age of technology, you can go anywhere, do anything, see anybody, be what you want to be. But I'm going to suggest to you that while you're on your journey, whatever that may be, find some happiness. Find what makes you happy. Think about what your dreams are. Write them down on that page. Writing your dreams down makes a huge difference. It kind of gives it a life of its own. And then I'm going to encourage you to be bold and be brave. Before I get off, one quick thing. I've got to plug the organization I work for. What do? We transform the lives of youth. That's what we do. We're in the change business. And we have a campaign that's coming up that I have to tell you ladies about. The campaign is for 30 days, no makeup, and donate $30 to the New Look Foundation so we can help change the life of a teen. This is one youth not going into the juvenile justice system. This is one youth that parents don't have to bury, one less teen pregnancy, and one person not getting trapped into the cycle of poverty. So visit us online, Usher's New Look, ushersnewlook.org, and take the challenge and challenge some of your friends to do it. I'm doing it. So after today, the next 30 days, there will be no lipstick and no mascara. So thank you so much, Kim. And thank you, ladies.